if I hit him right, I could knock him off of that stool. But everybody said, watch out, hey, that's Tiger Man McCool. He's had a whole lot of fights, and he always came out winner. Yeah, he's a winner. But I'd had myself about 5 too many, so I walked up tall and proud. I faced his back, then I faced the fact that he had never stooped or bowed. I said, Tiger Man, you're a pussycat. Then a hush fell on the crowd. I said, let's you and me go outside and see who's the winner. Well, he gripped the bar with one big hairy hand, then he braced against the wall. He slowly looked up from his beer, and my God, that man was tall. He said, boy, I see you're a scrapper, so just before you fall, I'm gonna tell you just a little about what it means to be a winner. He said, you see these bright white smiling teeth, son, you know they ain't my own. Mine rolled away like chiclets down the street in San Antone. But I left that person a-cursing, a-nursing 7 broken bones. And he only broke 3 of mine. That made me the winner. Yeah, behind this grin, I got a steel pen that holds my jaw in place. A trophy of my most successful motorcycle race. And each morning when I wake and touch this scar across my face, it reminds me of all I got from being a winner. In this broken back, why it's a dying act of old handsome Harry Clay. That sticky Cincinnati night that I stole his wife away. But that woman, she gets uglier and she gets meaner every day. But I got her, boy, and that makes me a winner. He said you gotta speak loud when you challenge me, boy, 'cause it's hard for me to hear. With this twisted neck and these migraine pains and this big old cauliflower ear. And if it wasn't for this glass eye of mine, well, I'd shed a happy tear. Just to think about all you're gonna get from being a winner. I got arthritic elbows, boy, I got dislocated knees from picking fights with thunderstorms and charging into trees. Well, my nose been broke so often, I might lose it if I sneezed. And son, you say, you still wanna be a winner? And he said, you remind me a lot of my younger days with your knuckles clenching white. Boy, I'm gonna sit right here and sip this beer all night. And if there's something that you gotta gain or prove by winning some silly fight, well, okay, I quit, son. You be the winner. So I stumbled from that barroom, not so tall and not so proud. And behind me I still hear the hoots and laughter of the crowd. But my eyes still see, and my nose still works, and my teeth are still in my mouth. And you know, I guess that makes me the